What's up everyone, and welcome to the video. So today is going to be a little emergency update video on the Arbitrum Odyssey event that we've been covering for the last couple of weeks on this channel. And that's because the guys over at Arbitrum Odyssey, as of yesterday evening, has officially paused the event. Now, the reason for this is to do with the gas prices, because the Arbitrum network at the moment just can't deal with the amount of volume and transactions on the network at the moment. And as you can see here from this little image, you can see that the price of Arbitrum is way superior to any of the other layer 2 networks. And there was actually one point where Arbitrum, it was actually more expensive to make a transaction Arbitrum than it was on Ethereum. So the guys over at Arbitrum decided to pause the event until further notice. They haven't given any specific dates yet, but it's all going to be to do with Nitro. Now, Nitro in a little nutshell, I mean, if you go over, I'll stick the link to this Twitter thread below from Olympio, and he goes into a little bit more detail about what Nitro is and how that's going to improve the network. There's a Medium article as well that goes into more detail about that. But basically, Nitro is just going to help the network, give the network enough capacity to deal with the current amount of users all wanting to do transactions at the same time, and stop them prices from rising like it had been doing for the last couple of days. So yeah, as soon as Arbitrum made their announcement to announce that GMX and Yield protocol were going to be a part of this week's tasks in order to get your NFTs, you know, the prices of transactions in Arbitrum just started exponentially going up and up and up. Like, for example, I'm pretty sure people were quoting that just to do the transactions on GMX, they were paying like $10, $20, $30, something like that, which is more than what you would be paying to make a transaction on Ethereum. If you wanted to claim your NFTs just off the Galaxy Eco website, I think they were costing around like $3 or $4 or something like that. So, you know, for the people that have less funds to take part in this event, you know, it's just becoming a little bit impossible, because already in one of the events you're having to lock up at least $50, and then if you're paying crazy amounts of gas fees to do the transactions as well and to claim your NFTs, then it's just not possible for the people that don't have many funds. More importantly, and I think that the main reason why Arbitrum decided to pause the event completely until Nitro is ready in the future, is obviously because the network fees went up, you know, obviously not just on GMX and on Yield protocol, but across the board, you know, and the whole Arbitrum ecosystem was then suffering because of it. And I know for a fact that I've seen a couple of the different protocols on the Arbitrum network and within the ecosystem were complaining about this. And I think just for some decency and some respect for the rest of the protocols on the Arbitrum network, they decided to pause the event until further notice, until Nitro comes out and the Arbitrum network can, you know, 100% support the amount of users that this event is bringing to the Arbitrum network. So yeah, this is just a video for those of you guys that hadn't yet looked into what tasks we were supposed to be doing for this week. Just to let you know, don't go ahead and do them, because any of the transactions that I've made now since they've made this pause announcement, which was yesterday evening, those transactions won't count towards your NFTs. However, if you're one of the guys that as soon as this week's tasks went live and you did those transactions straight away and decided to pay a little bit more in transaction fees, don't worry, as long as your transactions went through before the announcement, before the pause announcement, those will be counted and you will have already done this week's tasks. And yeah, like I said, for those of us who yet to do the transactions, then now we've got to wait for further instructions as to when they are going to continue the event. And yeah, so as I said before, there's still no date announced for Nitro or something like that. I've heard a lot of people speculating, saying that it could take maybe around 1 month, but still we've got no exact dates to know when that will happen. But considering that they've not given a date or something like that, I would expect that we're going to be waiting at least a few weeks before the event gets itself back on track. And yeah, so just wanted to make that update for those of you guys who aren't aware of the current situation, to save yourself from, you know, maybe making some transactions that actually won't count towards this week's tasks. And yeah, so thanks for listening guys, as always, and until next time, bye.